My first week at the cottage all alone, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I like my own company as well as I like being around people. I'm fine either way. I've lived in different countries, Canada, England, Mexico, so I adapt quite easily. But this would have been the first time being here at the house on my own, John away for work, no vehicle, no internet, and no shop close by. All around me, the cows, the sheep, the birds. Well, the birds, they even came into the house overnight. I thought it was someone in the house one night until I realised it was a bird trapped in the kitchen. But while John was at work, all through the week, I was here on my own. And the peace and the quiet was actually nice. I know that sounds terrible, doesn't it? I enjoy being with everyone too. But it was a change after being around my parents and their constant needing help and attention, which is very understandable of their age. It was nice to just get up in my own time, do what I want, when I want. And most of the week was cleaning. I had to start on the outside and work my way in. And it was a most beautiful sunny week of the year, and I believe we hit record temperatures for the month of May. So I had on my shorts and t-shirt and got outside, taking advantage of most of the weather and clearing up around the side and some of the back of the house. In the early mornings and evenings, I came inside and did the clean up in the bathroom, which needed a good clean, as that's actually where I was having a bath. You wouldn't believe that I'm using water from a kettle and filling the bath. Well, it certainly wasn't full. And that's where I was having a bath each evening. No hot water, no heating. Well, didn't need it, thankfully. It was the hottest week of the year so far. But basically, washing the bath, cleaning the sinks, cleaning the bathroom, and that's where I literally had my bath every night. I'm still filling the kettle from outside tap because those pipes we know are fine, where the ones in the house could be rusty and old and they have to be replaced before I could use that. But I started to clear out all of the utility room of all the debris that got round the pipes, as on the weekend we were hoping to get the washing machine and the dryer plumbed in, ready for me to be able to use next week. I couldn't believe actually how fast the week flew by, but between cleaning and doing and getting myself organised, I also made sure I sat outside in the sun and enjoyed the weather. I also in the evening sat inside in my cosy chair, relaxing, and started writing my next book. It was soon coming up to Friday, and I thought I would try my handy skills, which are non-existent as John's found out, of putting a couple of chairs together. Luckily they were very easy to do, and I even managed to get them ready for John coming back on Friday. I had neighbours popping in, saying hello, which was so lovely. It was nice to see people and friendly faces. I've lived all over, as I've told you before, and this area, this place, of course they all know John and his family, but they're so welcoming to me, it's nice. I even spent a little time down with Uncle Charlie to see how he is and how he's doing. So the week just flew by, and then by Friday at 4 o'clock, John turned up so much earlier than I was expected, and I was so happy to see him. He and then mentioned that it was a long weekend, and I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday with him. It was so nice to hear. We could actually settle into the house together and have a good weekend together, getting lots done and spending some quality time together. So anyone knowing what John is like, as soon as he hit the house, not even getting changed out of his work stuff, we got in the car and we drove out to pick up all the supplies he needed for doing things tomorrow on Saturday, getting the house prepared. And yeah, we were driving out all Friday evening, picking up supplies, went for something to eat, and his usual go, go, go. When we got back on Friday evening, it was fairly late, and I'm sure John was exhausted from working and driving, but he was still eager to get things done, and we had ordered a bed frame for the bed which needed putting together, and he was eager to get that done before going to bed on Friday night. At the same time, the appliances arrived. We thought we were just getting the washing machine delivered, but between the brothers' communication, all the appliances arrived, and then we had to find room for it. But that's okay. Straight away, Saturday morning, John got going on setting up the washing machine and dryer first thing in the morning so that I could get his work clothes washed and dried, ready to go back to work on Tuesday. He got all the plumbing supplies on Friday evening and managed to get it all figured out and got it working. The utility room may not be finished, but the washing machine and the dryer are certainly working well and have been used many times over this weekend. We are hoping that the plasterer would be coming next week to finish off and do the kitchen dining room, but John quickly had to remove some of the door trims out of the way to have that nice finish in the doorways, as we will be adding different kinds of doors in this area. So between changing out the doorways, doing the washing machine and dryer, he was busy all day on Saturday and got lots accomplished. My main job most of the weekend was cleaning up all around after what John had been doing. Room to room, place to place, clean up time. My job was to start clearing up again. I had to empty this guest bedroom ready, for this is the first room I will start painting. On Sunday we decided to drive out again and pick up all the paint supplies. Wow, his car comes in handy for getting everything needed. I couldn't resist in taking a photo of this horse. He was not happy in the back of that trailer. But we got to the store, the local store that has a beautiful view. Everywhere has a beautiful view over here. And we picked up some supplies, the paint and some timber. Of course, we always have to have a car full of timber. It seems to be our weekend thing to do, pick up timber, and it's extremely expensive. But we have a project for John to build. I had an idea, I had a creation, I told John all about it, and he figured out how to do it, and now he's building and creating. I'm not going to say what it is. I'd like you to guess and see if you can figure it out. What is John building? Can you figure it out? Can you figure out where it's going? It's absolutely massive. Put in the comments if you can figure out what John is actually building for our home. So first of all, I want to apologise. I have got a cold again. Every time I'm filming, I seem to get a cold. I don't have them that often, I promise, but my voice, you can tell in the video, I've had a cold. It's the long weekend, John's with me, and of course I'm full of a cold, but it never stops us. We've been getting on with things. John's building. Could you guess what he was building? Anyway, we've had such a great time this week. The first week I had on my own in the house, it was a little different. I love my own company, as I said before, and I love being around people. I have that mix. I'm quite happy to be on my own, not see anyone for days. I know that's not healthy, but I'm also really happy when I'm chatting and meeting people and seeing people, friends, neighbours and family as well. So I like that contrast. And the first week I thought it would be scary, and it wasn't. It was a little different because I cannot drive over in this country. I only have Canadian driver's license. So I can't just go out or nip to the shop, so I had to make sure I had everything with me that I needed. And I have no Wi-Fi, so I'm literally on 2 bars, 3G, outside with one leg in the air, one arm in the air, and trying to just keep that. And so that's a quick 5-10 minute FaceTime in the evenings with John because he's away at work. So I am literally, unless someone pops by, alone. But I had a great week. It was fantastic weather. It was, in the 20s, I believe the hottest it may ever in some places, maybe not here, but in some places. And I managed to sit out in the sun. I got the house organised how I wanted it. The plasterer was in, and just got on with everything I needed to get on with. The weekend we picked up everything we need for next week, so we'll be able to get on with things next week. The bed frame arrived and John put that together Friday night, late Friday night, and literally then we got into the bed. The washer and dryer he managed to hook up so I could do some laundry for the week and through the next week. So the week has just flown by, but I definitely appreciated when John came back on Friday and let me know that it was a long weekend. I certainly was waiting and needing that and enjoyed that very much. And now it's coming to the end of this week and John's back off to work tomorrow, Tuesday, and let's see what we get up to next week. I also popped in the description and the comments a link for the Etsy shop for all the prints, beautiful photos we were able to take over the last year, and also have the link for my book. If you haven't seen it yet, I published my first book and so proud. And if you're interested in that, the link is in the description and the comments. And I have actually this week in the sunshine sat outside, and in the evenings sat in this chair, started to write the next book. Stay tuned. I hope you had a lovely long weekend too. I believe last week was the English long weekend. This weekend was the Irish long weekend, and anywhere else in the country, I hope you have a long weekend coming up soon.